In the Franciscan Chronicles, it is related that two religious of that order, who were going to visit a sanctuary of the Blessed Virgin, were overtaken by night in a great forest, where they became so bewildered and troubled that they knew not what to do. But advancing a little further, dark as it was, they thought they discovered a house. They went towards it and felt the wall with their hands. They sought the door, knocked, and immediately heard someone within asking who they were. They replied that they were two poor religious who had lost their way in the forest, and that they begged at least for shelter, that they might not be devoured by the wolves. In an instant the doors were thrown open, and two pages richly dressed stood before them and received them with the greatest courtesy. The religious asked them who resided in that palace. The pages replied that it was a most compassionate lady. We should be glad to present her our respects and thank her for her charity. She also, the pages answered, wishes to see you, and we are now going to conduct you into her presence. They ascended the staircase and found all the apartments illuminated, richly furnished, and scented with an odor of paradise. Finally, they entered the apartment of the lady, who was majestic and most beautiful in her appearance. She received them with the greatest affability, and then asked them where they were going. They answered that they were going to visit a certain church of the Blessed Virgin. "Oh, since that is the case," she replied, "I will give you before you go a letter, which will be of great service to you." Whilst the lady was addressing them, they felt their hearts inflamed with the love of God, and an eternal joy which they had never before experienced. They then retired to sleep, if indeed they could do so, overcome as they were by the happiness they experienced. And in the morning they again went to take leave of the lady and thank her, and also to receive the letter which she gave them, and they then departed. But when they got a short distance from the house, they perceived that the letter had no direction. They turned about and sought first on one side, then on another, but in vain. They could no longer find the house. Finally they opened the letter to see for whom it was meant and what it contained, and they found that it was from the Most Blessed Virgin Mary and addressed to themselves. In it she told them that she was the lady whom they had seen the night before, and that on account of their devotion for her she had provided a lodging and refreshment for them in that wood. She exhorted them to continue to serve and love her, for she always would amply reward their devotion, and would succor them in life and at death. At the foot of the page they read her signature, "I, Mary the Virgin." Let each one here imagine the gratitude of these good religious, and how they thanked the Divine Mother, and how greatly they were inflamed with a desire to love and serve her for their whole lives.